was born and raised in Brooklyn. My father was a security guard for over 32 years, with nothing to show for it. I've spent years on the ground floor refining my skills.
Welcome to What the Flick, everybody. Ben Mankiewicz, Christy, Lemire, Alonso, Duralde. Boy, Harrison Ford is back. It's Gary Oldman. It's a political or corporate espionage intrigue with Liam or Chris Hemsworth, one of them.
No, it's Liam.
Liam.
It's Miley Cyrus's boyfriend.
I'm very excited. It must be great.
Yeah, well, Liam Hemsworth is a tech genius. Let that soak in for a second. Who wears a towel a lot in this movie, and that's the best thing he brings to the table. And he gets fired by a computer company run by Gary Oldman, but then Gary Oldman uses him as a pawn to infiltrate Harrison Ford's company, who's his rival, to steal the smartphone that they're developing. But then who can he trust, and who is, in fact, zooming who? Check it out.
All I needed was a chance.
I'm gonna make you rich.
What?
You are going to work for my competition.
This is stealing trade secrets.
This is the opportunity you've been waiting for.
Jock Goddard, Adam Cassidy. This is Emma.
He's one of those Ivy Leaguers. Princeton.
Yale, actually. I'm trying to sleep my way to the top. We covered.
Liam Hemsworth is going to have a problem in his life because I think he's too good looking.
To be a tech genius?
To be anything other than a guy who constantly acknowledges that he's good looking. Like, the roles have to be, unless they're going to make him up, have to be how handsome he is, has to be part of it. Because he's ridiculously good looking.
Like heartless bastard who rises on his looks.
Right. I mean,
So is his brother. I mean, his brother is Thor. He looks like a hunky, muscular Brad Pitt.
I don't know who.
But he, you know, you put a little facial hair on him and you throw him in a race car uniform or a Thor outfit, and there's something there, you know. Even stupid Red Dawn, you know, he at least felt convincing as a human being. Yeah, Liam Hemsworth is sort of carved out of marble, you know. And also not helping the fact is this is an ass-stupid movie. Like, it is so badly written. There, you know, at one point the FBI guy shows up and shows Liam Hemsworth all these people who work for the company who are now dead, and what happened to them, we never find out. It's never mentioned again. It's not relevant to the plot. It is just gone.
Julian McMahon plays a heavy in the movie. He's another a little too handsome to be a heavy.
And he looks just like the FBI guy. I could never tell who was on screen.
And the FBI guy is Sawyer from Lost. So, like, there's a scene. There's so many bad scenes in this movie. So there's a scene where they're all looking at him. They got cameras. They've given him this nice apartment so he can engage in his corporate, so they can build up that he's a guy worthy of getting a job at who cares? They got the cameras in his apartment, and then they call him and tell him to do some things, and they're watching him the whole time, so they would see if he was trying to call someone or call the FBI. And then Julian McMahon inexplicably tells him that they can see him. He's like, "Why are you pacing?" And so then he tears the house down trying to find all the cameras. Like, they needed to spy on him there because they needed to know if he contacted someone or if he wrote someone a note or mailed a letter. It's inexplicable saying that we're watching you. Then, so aside from the fact that makes no sense, then the next day or 2 days later, when things don't work out with their plan, they want to kill him. And so Julian McMahon meets him in his garage, and he takes out a gun and he pops open the trunk. And in the trunk is the plastic that we know from movies. That's how you kill people. You dump them in the trunk. He takes out a gun, which he doesn't even point at him. And he's like, "Get in the car." And he pops the trunk, and there's plastic in it. Well, no one's getting in there, right? I mean, it's just mind-numbingly dumb. So then another car comes, and Liam Hemsworth punches him and gets away. He's wearing a sweatshirt, right? He gets away, and he goes and sees his friends, who he's trying to get again, who cares, right? He goes and sees his friends, tries to explain what's happening. Then later, he has to have a big meeting with Gary Oldman, and he's wearing one of his nice suits that they bought for him. So this guy had someone try and kill him and dump him in the trunk in his own house. He went out wearing a sweatshirt, then clearly went back to his house and put on a suit.
This is what you were thinking about
Who
during
goes back to
Paranoia?
the house? But I mean, it doesn't. That's why we didn't feel any tension, because people that is beyond. Like, they just Didn't care. Nothing fucking mattered to
Well,
them.
they spent a lot of money on wardrobe and they had to have him look nice, so they had to use that suit.
Why did they have to spend any money on wardrobe? The whole first half of the movie, the guy's inexplicably doesn't have a shirt on.
Speaking of wardrobe, the thing that bothered you so astutely, that Richard Dreyfuss is in this movie, by the way, as his
Dreyfuss plays his
dad.
father.
And he wears a Mets cap in one scene and a Yankees cap in the other. He's supposed to be blue collar Brooklyn.
No New Yorker.
He would never wear both.
No New Yorker alternates
Is
Mets
bi.
And he probably wouldn't be a Yankee fan if he's like old school blue collar
You
Brooklyn.
can pick one. Either way,
Yeah.
you can pick one.
You can't wear
But you
both.
can't. In San Francisco, you might have an A's hat and a Giants hat, but that does not happen.
No.
anymore.
When you're a jet all the way.
But he was without his shirt for a great deal of the movie.
That's probably the best part of the whole thing.
Exactly.
I think so.
I kind of enjoyed the two sort of. Oh!
Oh my God. We've been coming close to this moment for a long time now.
Totally.
Ben's wanted to take his shirt off for so long.
New dad,
Oh my
everyone.
God.
Alonso?
We now have the shirt.
Oh, hell no.
I really,
No.
I needed this. I need. There we go. Better.
Is that
Yeah.
really?
You know
is
what?
that
Not
better?
better. Not better. Worse. Worse. The whole movie, the guy doesn't have a shirt on. Jesus. All right.
Can we do numbers? Can we just get
Can
out
we
of here? at
please make
point?
this stop now?
No one here is attracted to you,
The
Ben.
only thing that's fun in this movie is the two scenes where Harrison Ford and Gary Oldman kind of throw down.
The first one's really
The first
good.
one's good. I
And,
didn't know the
even,
second one.
and they're kind of bitchy though. Like every line should have a after it. You know, it's like something out of
good to see you.
RuPaul's Drag
No,
Race.
it's not.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
this movie is redonk.
Also,
You sure you want to back up?
Please.
just for a sec.
Whatever.
Also, Liam Hemsworth is like 6'4" and towers over
Gary Oldman.
every
Oh,
single
man.
person. Gary Oldman's got to be like 5'6", right? Anyway,
Like use the Tom Cruise method there. Give him something to
get him a
stand
little
on.
box.
Harrison
So-
Ford, bald. That's the one interesting thing this movie has to offer.
There's not one right, and I mean that's There's everything's wrong with this movie. It feels like a bad TV episode.
Directed by Robert Luketic,
Oh, yeah.
who impressed people with his debut Legally Blonde, and since then has made
21.
Monster Law, 21, Ugly Truth and Killers. Yeah, just oh
It
man.
keeps getting worse. And
Yeah.
also, we're talking about hair. Amber Heard should not be brunette.
No.
It makes her look very plain. She's a gorgeous girl.
But
It makes her look very
she's
plain.
way better at being gorgeous and pretending to be smart than Liam Hemsworth is.
She was fine. There, that's the best thing about the movie. I give it a 2.5. It's really hard to defend a 2.5.
2.5, same here.
3. I don't know how I'm high on this, but 3. Okay, so
It pulls it
shirtless
up to
Liam
a.
Hemsworth.
Okay.
Please,
That's
2.7.
2.7. It's at 20% on. Hard to believe any critic out there liked this movie.
Who likes this movie? I can't even imagine.